Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate.
I was the most Googled man on the planet. More than Donald Trump, more than Joe Biden. I was that Googled. I understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3 is they kill you.
I knew it was coming. I absolutely not only knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled.
Virtually every tech company on the planet banned him.
Nobody told me, whether it was YouTube that banned me or Meta that banned me, instantly and forever without any kind of correspondence.
I know there's only a matter of time until I'm banned from every single social media and I don't exist anymore. It's fine. I exist in the real world. Right. In your nightmares. Like Freddy Krueger. Oh, Tate's been banned for a year and a half. I wonder what he's doing. Knock, knock.
And they make up a reason to put you in jail.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe.
But what can they put you in jail for? And I'm like, how ignorant are you in your ignorance to believe they need a reason? You believe it's fair. You believe I can get a lawyer and prove myself innocent. That's not how it works. They decide you're guilty long before and they find a reason why. And it doesn't matter what you do about it, you will pay the fucking price. It's not fair. None of it is. Every single system's corrupt. It actually annoys me when people say that to me. Well, just get a lawyer. Why? They can't put you in jail if you're innocent. Yes, they fucking can. And that's what people don't understand about the world. They can and they do and they fucking will. And that's what's...
And strike 3 is they kill you.
Listen, and I'm going to say this on this podcast now because I say it in every other one. I would never, ever kill myself. I truly believe they're going to come and they're going to try and kill me on a long enough time frame because they tried to shut me up and I won't shut up. They're either going to try and put me in jail or they're going to kill me. And I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever.
Now I have to make sure they don't try and suicide me because what happens if you don't shut up?
What do you guys think? Is Tate right? Is somebody out to get him?
I always knew that the Matrix existed.
The Matrix is real.
I've literally escaped the Matrix in nearly every form.
And the reason I call it the Matrix is because a false reality is being projected onto humanity, and they do that by controlling narrative. We live in a world where I don't think the average person realizes how much they are lied to. It's all a lie. It's all a scam. Just go to work, pay your taxes.
Is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix.
If somebody is out to get Tate, why do you guys think that would be?
So I became the most viral person on the planet with all the algorithms working against me.
Everything you see on TV is a control mechanism. They're trying to control you. They're trying to dampen your life force. When I talk about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged. The Matrix is trying to control your mind. They're very good at it.
News told you X, and now you are desperate. You will sit here for hours arguing that point. No, but I saw the news. A lot of people are completely empty vessels ready to be programmed. The things they're telling you to believe are not necessarily for your benefit. It's just narrative control.
Right.
The agenda is narrative control, and as long as they control a narrative, they can control the populace to do whatever they need them to do. You change all the Google search results, everything online says a certain thing must be true. They prevent people from talking the counter to that narrative. They now own reality, and then you weaponize it for your own benefit.
The world up until this point was based on freedom. How they advertised you to be a good slave was they would give you some freedom. And when I say slave, I use that word particularly because a slave used to work his ass off and he would get food and a house in return. And 99% of people out here, my friend, are working their asses off. They can buy food and a house. That's it. Most people are still slaves. They would tell you you're going to be a slave, but you'll be free at least. You know, you can do what you want. You can think what you want. You can say what you want. You can walk around outside, look at the trees. You're a slave, but you're free. Freedom, freedom, freedom. And what happened when they did this? Something changed. The internet came. People started to talk. People started to think. People started to realize how money's made. People started to realize it's all a scam. Cryptocurrency was invented. Now you have Bitcoin, which is surpassing the global reserve currency. We don't need banks anymore. We don't need the IMF anymore. People are starting to talk. People have elected Trump, a man who's not bought and controlled by the establishment. People are starting to actually get their minds right. So the people in charge are like, oh, fuck. We're losing control. We no longer control the money. We no longer control who's in charge of each country. Oh, fuck, we've got to put an end to this. We can no longer base our societies on freedom. We must base our societies on safety. You can't think for yourself We can't put these videos on YouTube because it's fake news and it's dangerous. You can't go outside because the virus and it's dangerous. You can't travel in between countries without that injection because it's dangerous. This is no longer about freedom, my friends. This is about your safety. They're going to take all your freedom away, and instead they're going to give you a nice big helping of safety. And you're going to take it and go, oh, at least I'm safe. You were safer before. You were safer before, because now the government can arrest you for saying something they don't like. Because now you're spreading fake news. You were safer when you could have an opinion.
Without patronizing you. I don't want to patronize you. I'm an old man. I've been around the block. The problems in the world today exist because the people who are in charge of the world have done a very, very clever thing. They've specifically designed the world in which a way that the people at the bottom, because we're all at the bottom, even me with all my millions, right? The people at the bottom are so busy fighting with each other that we never look up and realize we're getting fucked. And the reason they do that, the blacks hate the whites, Republicans hate the Democrats, the men hate the women. Eurocentric, he said this, you don't have pay gap, blah, blah, blah. It's all slave mind shit to keep us all fighting amongst each other. Do you think when a billionaire who's black meets a billionaire who's white, they talk about race? No. Fuck no. You think a female billionaire and a male billionaire meet, they start talking about Eurocentrism, feminist fucking garbage? No. Stop buying into that shit. It's a fucking trick and it's a fucking lie. All of it. Throw it away. Throw it the fuck away. If you want to be attractive as a female, you know what you need to do. You need to go to the fucking gym. And just because Myron said it, you need to be smart enough. You need to be smart enough to not let yourself get triggered by the fact that he just said something you're not used to hearing. No. That's all it is. Yeah. That's all it is.
Of course. Criticizing women.
You used to be a slave and you'd work all day, and at the end you got food in the house. Now, you work all day, you get money, and you spend all your money on a food and a house. A government would get slaves, make them work for free, and build things. So they've stopped doing that now. So what do they do now? They get people, make them build things for money. But the government print all the money. So if a government can create as much as they want of something from thin air, and you'll give up your life for this thing they can create from thin air as much as they want, you are still their slave. If you actually wake up and look around you, you realize you're being destroyed in real time.
Then something has to change, and they don't want anything to change. So they try and keep this population subdued, and I'm telling them to do the opposite. I'm telling them to think.
That's what they do to control all of us. You have to break the trap. If you cannot control your own mind, then you are just a feather in the wind of life. You can't control anything besides what you think.
My main message is to resist the slave mind. I say this all the time. To understand that every single thing you're being told has an agenda behind it, or you would be told otherwise. To examine every strongly held belief you have and try and identify where it comes from and why you have it.
The best thing to do is to understand the rules of the game and find a way to win. Yes, the rich are always going to get richer, and that's the way the game is set up, so you still need to find the best move on the chessboard. There's no point sitting there saying, I want to play a different game, because that's never going to happen.
GTA, Grand Theft Auto, I know the game. Making as much money as they can, getting the best guns, getting strong, getting some hoes, meeting important people, getting the best car. They'll do all that in a game, but they won't do it in real life. I don't need to play a game for GTA. If I want a gun, I'll fucking buy it. If I want a car, I'll fucking buy it. I want a bitch, I'll get her. It's me. I am GTA. And this is one big video game. You get to upgrade your character. You're not born with any value. You have to decide if you want to complete it. You have to upgrade your character.
So why are you not controlling your own mind? It's your asset. It's your ally. It's your friend. Why would you make an enemy out of the only thing you have control over?
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room, it is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
This is what happens when you're outside the Matrix. You're geographically free. Anyone who's watched the Matrix carefully understands that the people inside of the Matrix realize that something isn't right, so they escape the Matrix. Once they've escaped the Matrix, they realize how the Matrix works, and they plug back into the Matrix with new powers. And then they hack the Matrix, and then they escape again. That's what I do.
We're in.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
Does Tate make some good points here, or is he just being inflammatory? Maybe he's Neo. What do you guys think? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this content, please take a second to like and subscribe. It would help me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. And if you know someone who you think would also enjoy this video, please share it with them. Thanks for watching.